Right black at you, right black at you, right black at you. This is the few, the proud of the real TV. Coming to you live. Coming to you live. See, I ain't liking this here. And of course, I am Raheem the Dream, better known as Top Cat. I'm your host. Co-host will be in a minute here. I want to give a shout out to everybody on Facebook, everybody on Twitter, everybody on YouTube. This is the Future Proud of the Real TV. Topic for the night. Are black parents involved with their child's school? I'm just wondering, is the parents involved, up at the school? Because I know when I was a kid, they had the PTA and all that there. I don't even know if they still have that kind of stuff. So this is the topic for the night. And I hope everybody will come in and give me some good comments and good commentary. Okay? And once again, this is the Few, the Proud of the Real TV. And I'm Right Black at. We're going to give people time to come to the building. I'm going to send out the links to the co-host. So just be patient. Okay, how's everyone doing today? I hope everybody had a good, prosperous day. Okay. Excuse me a minute. And this is the Few, the Proud of the Real TV. And as I was saying, I hope everybody had a good, prosperous day. I hope you're well, and I hope your families are well. Okay, here's my co-host. Co-host is in the building. Co-host is in the building. All right, now what's going on?
How you doing? I had a hard time getting in.
Did you?
Yeah, but it's okay.
But you're in.
Yes.
But
I'm
you're in. That's the most important thing. You in.
in.
So how are
you
you
doing?
today? How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Good.
Unbelievable. How was your day? You had a good, successful day?
Yeah, I had a very good day. Busy as always.
Okay.
What about your day?
Okay. Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. How was yours?
Oh, yeah, it was good. It was good. It was good. Good.
Okay.
I don't complain. I just keep moving,
Right.
I just keep moving, I do my part, you dig what I'm saying? And keep moving. That's it.
Yes. Yeah, that's all we can do. Is our part.
Yeah, yeah. So the topic of the night is are black parents involved with their child's school? And I thought that would be a good topic. So we're gonna see where it cares. We're gonna see where it cares too. Because it might care some everywhere.
Absolutely. Oh
You
yeah. Oh,
Because when it comes down to the kids, I don't know. It just seemed like to me, um, it just seems like to me people are not as concerned as I think they should be, and it just might be me. You know what I'm saying?
right.
It just might be me. You know, uh, we always say, the kids is the future. You know what I'm saying, and all this here. Um, if we don't get them on a better track, what future are we looking at? This is what I'm saying.
Right.
What kind of future are they looking at? Because you know what I'm saying, more than likely we're not going to be here.
Right.
And I had already said, I say 100 years from now, 100. I say maybe not even a good 100. I say 120 years, 110 years. From what I see black folks being back on the plantation willingly. And the reason why I say that is because if we get pushed to a permanent underclass, that's it. It's over with. We're already fourth class citizens. Mexicans is third class now. They used to be fourth. They third now. We didn't drop down to fourth. After that, it's permanent underclass. And all you have to do is look up Dr. Claude Anderson, one of our elders, and look at his teaching. And he'll show you, he'll bring you all the way from slavery, all the way up to where we at now. You understand what I'm saying? He worked with presidents and everything else, all through, since he been alive. The man didn't put in work, and he got a few books out. And one of the ones I really like, and I don't have it anymore, is Black Labor, White Wealth. And he breaks it down and shows you how your wealth is stolen. You understand what I'm saying? And why we're in the position we're in now, and how the government is behind it. And he know because he worked in the government. You understand what I'm saying? So he ain't giving us nothing he heard. You understand what I'm saying? He actually was in the government. So there you go. I'm gonna give you a full screen while I get the Instagram up and running. But hold on, here go Ryan. Here go Ryan in the house. Ryan said, "What's up, everyone? Good evening. Good evening, my brother.
How you doing, Ryan? Glad to have you."
I'm gonna give you a full screen, and I'm gonna get this Instagram fired up. Okay, so you can take it.
All right. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining. My name is Marietta Elliott, and I am your co-host for tonight. And our subject will be talking about our children as far as being involved in their education. It's a very important situation. And I want to believe that out of 100% of the parents, I do want to believe that at least 95% of the parents are concerned and are involved. They may not be as involved as they could be, but I think that they are involved. I think that if they get them up and get them ready for school, that shows concern. And that's a good thing. I remember when I was coming up, my mom was a stay-at-home mom, of course, and there was no room for error. We were held accountable. And a lot of times in the world of today, the moms are working, so the accountability is not necessarily there like it should be or like the mom may want it to be. But we got to support our moms, and we got to realize how hard it is for them to maintain a household as well as raise one child or multiple children. So I think that getting involved with the kids in school is very important. I remember a time when I had to go and sit in the classroom with my nephew because I did not want him believing that school was for entertainment. And I had to step in, and I had to lose a lot of sleep to get the job done. but it paid off in the long run. And if we could only bring more parents back to the classroom to just sit in, not just because if they still have an open house, but sit in because you really need to know the atmosphere. You need to know what kind of students your kids are sitting amongst. Because sometimes your children can get involved with the wrong child, and that will influence their behavior in school. And that will also hinder their grades because they're no longer focused on what the teacher is trying to show them or educate them. They're focused on the behavior of the other child. And you know, children are great mimickers. They may not say anything while you're doing what you're doing, but they are stored it in their brains. And once it's stored there, they take that and they use it elsewhere. Maybe not right away, but later on in life, you see it. So, and I think that having parents involved in school also teaches your children to have accountability. We tend to realize that as time goes on, we may not have done that enough. And I believe in, as I've always said, you guys have heard me say, I believe in iron ruling with an iron fist. It's an important thing when it comes to raising your children. And you can't be a parent today and tomorrow you don't feel like it. It's ride that horse clear into the sunset until they graduate. So
All
that's
right.
my feel.
All right
I
now.
could go on.
You could have kept going. I wasn't going to stop you. I wasn't going to stop you.
Well, you need to have your opportunity as well.
No, I wasn't going to stop you. That's one thing I know. You can host the show, so I'm gonna let you roll. See, eventually, I want the women to come in and do their thing because see, I already know 98% of my subscribers and my watchers. You understand what I'm saying? Are women. 98% of them.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's why I wanted you on board because maybe that'll get them to come in.
Yeah. Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay. And Ron said I just finished with a Zoom meeting with the Cleveland Indians. Okay, my good brother. All right now.
Moving forward. Sounds good.
The job. Yeah, he on the job. Yes,
Sounds
sir.
good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what the team is supposed to look like.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Being
sir.
on top of things.
That's right. That's right.
Right.
That's right. But yeah, this is the Fuel the Crowd Look for Real TV right back at you. If it's your first time coming to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Tap that little bell. Smash that thumbs up. And share the channel. Share it to your social media. Spread it around. You never know if your game is down until you spread it around. Remember that.
Right.
Okay? We're already going nationwide. We're going all the way around the United States and the world. So let's keep these good topics. You know, I was saying earlier, you understand what I'm saying? I was talking to some other brothers that still be telling me, top, you know what, man? If you was kicking pimping, man, your channel be blowing up. I said, man, but that ain't me no more, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't got no time for that, man.
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm saying? I did my destruction. It's time for me to do some mending now.
Absolutely.
You
You are
dig
so
what I'm saying?
right.
I done did my destruction, man,
Right.
to my people.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's time for me to try to get my people on the right track. For some of the things I have done.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? See, I'm man enough to say what I did. You understand what I'm saying? I know.
We all made our mistakes.
Yeah.
We all made our mistakes. And
Yeah.
it comes a time in life where now accountability is there again.
There you go. There you go.
I love that word, accountability.
Accountability. It's time to stand on up and
Absolutely. I love that word.
and be noticed. You dig what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Stand up and be noticed, just like you was noticed when you was out there doing what you was doing.
Right,
You wanted everybody to know you and all that there.
right.
You dig what I'm saying? You want to be known as the big man in the street and all that there.
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm saying? You dress the part and everything else.
Right,
You dig what I'm saying? So everybody will know.
right.
You dig what I'm saying? So the same thing now. I want everybody to know what I'm doing now.
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm saying? Do I get as much acclaim that I did when I was out there? No. and that's really alarming. I'm gonna use that word, alarming. That when I was doing street stuff, you'd be surprised. People be behind you, cheering you up, and you know what I'm saying, you the man and all this here. Then when you start doing legit stuff to help your people, man, you get no accolades.
Right.
But it's okay though.
But there's one thing that I must say, that human nature is to always remember the negative. For some odd reason, no matter how far you go in life or how many times you change your evil ways, so to speak, people will always sit back and say, oh, but I remember when. And that sort of stuff, you just have to leave it. You just have to leave it. Because you're headed in a direction in which you will have more respect.
Right.
In the end.
Yeah. Well, Miss Harris here says, Alicia Harris said, I work at John Adams, and only a few parents are involved. Oh. That's not how the topic, sweetheart.
I appreciate you coming out and telling us that. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, baby, for that comment.
Right.
Thank you for coming on with that comment.
Absolutely.
And she said she worked there, so she knows.
Okay. She knows.
She ain't giving us nothing she heard.
Absolutely. Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what I love.
Yeah.
I love
Thank
it.
You.
Yeah, I want the facts. Absolutely. Not what you think.
Right. We need the facts.
Yeah. Thank you, sister.
Right.
Okay, Ron said, when I lived in Chicago, I mentored kids in the school there. I didn't see much parent participation, but there are some that do. I was glad to help those young kids. Yes, sir, my brother.
Right.
Yes, sir, my brother.
That's a beautiful thing. This is a good topic, because one thing that I realized when I was going to sit in the classroom with my nephew, he absolutely hated it. And like I used to say to him, I am not here to be your friend. That's not why God put me here. He put me here to guide you and make sure you do what you need to do. And, interestingly enough, the other children in the school started saying to me, Amy, come check on me and see how I'm doing. And that just let me know that kids, they want someone to say and be there and ask that question.
Yeah.
They want to know. They want to know someone is going to be there to see about them and make sure they're on the right track. Because they can't stay on track by themselves. It takes a village to keep our children on track. Right. It takes a village.
Well, it's sometimes it's hard to stay on track when you're an adult, let alone a kid.
Right. Right.
Right. It's not a simple thing.
Right.
It's not a simple thing. And it's
not
to be taken for granted neither.
Right. And that's why I always get back to accountability, because we have people in the world who will hold someone else accountable, but they will never allow you to hold them accountable for their actions. And so that's the reason why I feel like we as people, we need to hold ourselves accountable, and things will fall into place.
Right. Yeah.
We will lead by example. Other people will want to do the same thing.
And see, that's why I made the decision to myself a couple of years ago when I started this channel. All the preaching I was doing in the street, well, not preaching, teaching. That's what I'll be doing, teaching. Because I show you. I pull up the information and show you. That's teaching. Preaching, you just tell them something. I show them where it comes from. But anyway, I said to myself, I want to be the change that I want to see. I'm going to make myself the change that I want to see.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? It just came on me one day and just said, you know what? You need to be that change that you want to see.
Absolutely. Because you are a strong character.
Yeah. I told myself, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking in the mirror, driving, looking in the mirror, in my rear view mirror, looking at myself. Like, my man, you need to be the change that you want to see.
Exactly.
Simple as that.
Because you have that character.
And that took my thinking And what you know what? And I was wondering why I was doing all this studying and all. For some reason, I just started it, and start researching everything. You understand what I'm saying? You know where I come from, where we come from as a people, how great we were, and all this over here, and everything. And it was for a reason. It was to get my mindset right.
Mhm.
But I didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? I didn't know what I was doing. I just started seeking knowledge.
Mhm.
You dig what I'm saying? In every area.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want to limit myself to no one area. But I started off, I start off with one thing, and I might research that for 2, 3 months though, till I get it down pat
Right.
before I move on. You
Right.
understand?
Mhm.
But because I like mastering things.
Mhm.
I don't want to just be good. I got to master it. If I'm gonna do it, I got to master it. So and I decided, well, I don't I ain't gonna, I ain't gonna, I'm not gonna really say I decided. I just know one day I was riding, I looked in my rearview mirror at myself and said, you need to be the change that you want to see.
Right.
And that was it. And that caused me to try to be a better black man and to tweak every day to be better.
Right.
Because I tried the big changes, I just couldn't hold it.
Mhm.
But I learned that if I tweak myself a little bit every day over a year, I did a hell of a tweak.
Right.
I done made a big change then. The change become big then.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? It'd be a big change then.
Right.
But yeah, but that's where I'm at on that. Because I was just thinking, I can remember when I was a kid, you had the PTA.
Mhm. Exactly. Right.
My mama was up there all the time because my mama didn't work.
My mom was the president at our school.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying?
Yes, she was the president.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, because I always stayed in something now. It didn't matter if my mama was there or not. I always stayed into something. You know what I'm saying? I stayed into something, that was just me.
Part of your
You know?
character.
Yeah, I stayed into something, you know what I'm saying? Get a whooping, whatever. It is what it is. But that's what I was thinking. I was wondering, do they still have PTAs and stuff like that there? You know what I'm saying? And the bake sales and stuff like that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But see, all that when the parents came to the school, you got a chance to see other people's parents too.
Absolutely.
And everybody got to know each other. And that was that village thing.
Mhm. Yes, it was. Yes, it
That
was.
was that village thing.
Yes, it was.
Because I know I used to be on people's street, man, cussing and all that there. By the time I get home, I wonder how my mama know. How she know? You dig what I'm saying? Because the neighbors on that street knew my
Told
mama
it.
and her phone number.
Made sure they told it.
And called before when I got home, I got a whooping.
Right.
And
Right.
they wonder how she knew.
Right.
There you go.
It's a funny thing how, in my community where I live at, there are a couple children that call themselves smart. And so I actually literally said to them, if you don't pull yourself together, I'm going to put the belt on your behind. And I would say to them, and you go tell your mama she needs to come here and have a conversation with me because I'm not going to tolerate this behavior. And interestingly enough, the children in this little neck of the woods, they look at me and whatever they're saying as they're passing, they get very quiet.
Mhm.
And I definitely say to them, I appreciate this. I'm so glad you're thinking about the things that you're doing and saying and the way you behave yourself. So it's been a good adventure. But there's too many people who will not call the children on their mistakes.
Mhm.
And that's accountability.
Okay. Yeah.
That's another form of accountability.
Okay, well, Miss Harris says Willie Lynch conditioning turned us against each other. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, she knows about the Willie Lynch system.
Mhm.
And you're right, sweetheart. You're right. And you're right. That's a hell of a system that's still in play today. You know what I'm saying? Willie Lynch said that what he told the slave masters, what I'm getting ready to give you will last 1,000 or more years or their lifetime. That's what he said.
Right, but the devil is a lie. We don't have to succumb to that.
No.
You know, and we can always always fall back on that excuse as to the ignorance that we are still perpetrating. We don't have to do that. We as Black people have got to pull ourselves together and stop entertaining ignorance.
Yeah,
because that's what it is.
We do have a choice.
Okay, we need to stop entertaining ignorance. It's embarrassing.
Okay. Sonia Curry. Miss Curry says, I'm on the PTA and athletic boosters for my son's school. I volunteer every chance I get. The school will know my son has a mother and father at home that supports him and other students. Love it. Thank you.
You know, that's my stepdaughter. I love her to death.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's my stepdaughter. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Miss Curry, make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Oh, she has phenomenal children.
Tap that subscribe button.
Yeah,
hit that subscribe button. Tap that little bell and hit that thumbs up for me. Thumb up the video, thumb up the video, thumb up the video. Yeah, Miss Curry, make sure you subscribe.
Thank you for tuning in, my love.
Thank you for tuning in. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, so they do have PTA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for that information.
Yeah, once we get things going, we're gonna have to connect with these schools.
Yeah, Sonia is very involved.
Okay.
Right. Very involved with her.
We're gonna have to connect with them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna, because I'm just saying, you know, I don't know why. I don't know why. Well, let me put it this way. You know, because I'm gonna stop saying I don't know why. I'm just gonna say, for me, I see the severity of where our kids are headed.
Mm-hmm.
And this, I mean, this is a serious thing, man.
Yes, it is. Yes,
it's a serious thing. It is a serious thing. It is a serious thing. You know, see, I see them in the street, probably, you know, different than what most people see them as. And what I mean by that, you might not see them doing the things that I see them do because of the areas that I be in.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because of the areas that I be in. You know, so you know, I'm probably seeing what y'all don't see. You know how kids do things when they think they're not being, you know, being watched.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? So I be seeing them on these side streets when I'm in these different hoods, you know what I'm saying? And what they be doing on the side of the store, side of the gas station. You dig what I'm saying? And these school kids.
So unfortunate.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about school kids.
Right.
You dig? I ain't talking about 21, 25 like that there. I'm talking about 14, 13, 12 years old.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? I seen something yesterday on Kinsman right there. With a split with Union and Kinsman split right there. You know, they got the little barriers up there. And the little girl that picked one of the pieces of the barrier up. She chasing the little boy and throw it at him. And you understand what I'm saying? And you know, uses the language, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is, because I cussed when I was a child too. You dig what I'm saying? But I wouldn't do it when I seen elder. I'm the elder. But they're like I wasn't even there.
Right. Yeah, because there is accountability. They're not being held accountable.
Yeah.
For not being in school. But you know what? When we were young, there was no such thing as children not going to school because they had a truant officer that would come to your house.
I wonder, do they still have truant officers? Man.
They had truant officers.
I wonder, they still
if you were in school. So I don't know how these children can be out of school and no one is looking for them, because that's how the Aliana DeVries law was put into place.
That's what I'm saying. So they have to call.
Exactly.
You know,
So maybe these
but
children
I'm
are
thinking, what
suspended from
if you
school.
put that going to homeroom don't work?
Mm,
You know, when we was younger, all we had to do is make sure we went to homeroom, we was counted in, then you can do whatever.
right.
You know what
But
I'm saying?
if you had a caring teacher, when they took attendance and noticed you not being there, it would be their job to go to the homeroom teacher and say, "Did Miss Elliott come to school today?"
Right.
So
Yeah,
the line
yeah,
of communication, the
yeah.
connections, I don't know what they have now,
Well,
but these
well,
children that are out there that age should be in school. And if they're not in school, there's got to be a very good reason why.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's sad. Because when I see them young like that, I ask them how come they're not in school.
yeah.
Sometimes they'll say to me, "We don't have school today."
Okay.
And I'll say, "Are you sure about that? Because I'll be coming back through here. You better not be standing around out here."
Right.
So
Okay. Mike in the
that's
house.
accountability. Hey, Mike, how you
Let's say
doing?
good evening, the For Real team. Beautiful glass,
Thank you for
as
joining.
usual, Queen.
He says, "Beautiful glass."
Yeah.
Here's to you, Mike.
What's going on, my good brother? I hope all is well. I hope all is well. But yep, this is the Few the Proud of For Real TV right back at you. Subscribe to the channel. Tap that little bell, make sure it says all. So anytime we upload something or go live, you'll get your notification. And smash that thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up. We need to get them thumbs up. We need to get them up. Because I've seen it be 6, 7 people in the house, and I go back and look. And I have 1 or 2 thumbs up. Come on now, thumb up the video. Thumb up the video. See, this is what I try to get people to understand. Even if there's only 6 people in the house, if all 6 give the video a thumb up, that's still 100%.
Right.
Now, what that does is help the video to be played. That's all it does.
Right.
That's all it does. It
Right.
just helps the video to be played.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It just helps it to circulate more. That's what the thumbs up does.
Right.
And I don't see how the stuff that we talk about on this channel, you wouldn't want it to separate. To circulate.
Right.
How you would not want this stuff to circulate what we're talking about here. All the topics we have here is positive, uplifting topics.
Exactly.
This ain't no shaking your booty or who's sleeping with who or who fighting who. None of that.
Right.
It's all about uplifting my people.
Yes.
And as I said earlier on the little short I did, my people. And my people know who they are. All skin folks ain't your kin folks. Don't ever forget it. All skin folks is not your kin folks.
That is very true.
Remember that.
Right.
Remember that. And I'm going to tell you something else. Mind your mind, or your mind will be mine. I'm going to say it again. Mind your mind, or your mind will be mine.
Well, I'm minding my mind. I'm gonna hold on to it. I need it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I need it.
Just let that linger in your head.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, though. Yeah, right.
Let that linger in your head for a minute.
Yeah, because people can be pretty gullible.
Yeah, well, and I'm not just talking about that. I'm talking about the system.
Right.
Will have your mind.
Mm-hmm.
And you just follow the system without doing any thinking.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said, mind your mind, or your mind will be mine. Right? Okay.
Well, you know what? I must say this too. First of all, thank you for all of the Black women out there that are trying to hold it down. I appreciate you, and I want to hear from you. I know that fear is a big factor in everything that we do. And fear is not the spirit of God. That is not what he wants. He wants us all to be strong, and he wants us to conquer and do what's good. And we can't be afraid to conquer and do what's good. We have to take control, first of all, of ourselves before we can reach out and get connected with someone else, and we're not connected with ourselves and in charge of ourselves and our lives, people are not going to want to hear it. Not want to hear it. They will not want to hear it. You know, and you have done such a tremendous job over these last few years. You've always been a hell of a man. You're even more of a hell of a man. And I definitely appreciate that. Definitely. And the people are going to hear you, and we're going to reach a lot of people just being a team. Just being that team.
Okay, Mike said you're right. The system is trying to put our kids on medication. No doubt about that. That's
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
See, and it's easy. It's easy because the mama gonna get a check. She do it because she gonna get a check. Got my check. Remember the commercial? Remember the commercial?
But I think medication is a way of not having to deal with the problem.
But I'm just saying,
we cannot medicate everything.
I'm just saying, a lot of them go for the medication thing because they get a check. If they let them put their kids on medicine, they get a check for it.
And I also believe that that's the easy way out.
No, that's what I'm just telling you.
Right. I myself, if I was a mom and they wanted to put my child on medication, I would absolutely, totally kick that out the door. And I would totally say to them, there has got to be a better way. And you will find a better way for my child together with me. I won't take the easy way out. But there are people who don't want to have to stand in and figure out what to do and get a whole team in and help this child and come up with programs. That's time consuming. And if we could just give them a pill and send them on its way, great news. It's horrible. It's mortifying. Never mind the check. Never mind the check. It's mortifying.
You know, because Dr. Umar Johnson, he talks about that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because he one of them kind of doctors. You know what I'm saying? That's why he doing opening his own school and everything. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he talks about that all the time. And then the school get paid for it too. The government pay the school to put them on that stuff too. You see what I'm saying? Everybody makes some money.
Right.
See, don't you ever think in this country that it's not about the money.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know it is. I know it is.
In the United States, I'm going to say it again. In the United States, it's always about the money.
Right.
Always.
And that's why it has to become very individual. That mom and that dad, or if it's just that mom or just that dad, need to say, wait a minute. There's got to be a different road and not take the easy way out. Raising children is a hard job. It's the hardest job a mom or a dad would ever have to do. So we need to make sure we're going to be able to put things in place to help our children and help the moms who are having these problems with their kids. It's important. And I think sometimes, you know, this behavior stuff can be a lack of training. There are definitely kids who do have issues, but a lot of this stuff comes from a lack of training. You allow your kids to run amok. You don't make them sit down and behave themselves and give them any direction. So they carry that into the classroom, running amok. And the first thing they think, oh, something's got to be wrong with them. And it just can't be because their parents allowed them to run amok. And now this child is having a fit because they can't run amok.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Come on now. Mm-hmm. Realistically, because a lot of children that are born with a deficiency, a lot of times they can tell during the term of pregnancy that a child may not be necessarily normal. And when the child is born into this world, as time progresses, they have a way to figure out the ones that are not normal. And that's probably due to alcohol and drug abuse. But most moms, if they're taking care of themselves while they're pregnant, the odds are they're going to have normal children and healthy children. It starts in the womb. It starts in the womb. But the ones that are just running amok, no one takes the time out to say, what's going on in Johnny's house?
Mm-hmm.
Has he been trained?
Mm-hmm.
Does he understand it's time to sit down? Instead of allowing them to just constantly run. They don't even go to bed at a decent time. That's another problem. When we were young, we had to be in the bed by 8:30, school nights. These kids stay up to 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. And then they have to get up and get ready for school. So when you're tired, you make bad decisions. You're out of control. Even adults can be victims of that.
Mm-hmm.
A lack of rest, bad decisions. No patience. So that's my feel on this. I want to hear from the people in the audience.
Yeah.
Ron, Mike. Ron is awful quiet tonight. What's going on with you, Ron?
Okay. Okay, Mike say, I think it's racial as well. Black children are medicated at a larger volume than white children, no question. Ain't no question about that. Ain't no question about that. But see, you have to remember, I don't know about now. See, you have a lot of these teachers, man, a lot of these white teachers that come from way out somewhere and come over here to be a teacher. They don't even understand black kids. A lot of them don't even know how to relate to them. You understand what I'm saying? So that'd be a barrier right there. You understand what I'm saying? What they think is really something real bad because they've been over there in that white school with little Johnny and Kay and Kate and whoever. You understand what I'm saying?
They act worse.
Yeah,
they come in and shoot the whole school up. Are you kidding me?
That's right. Yeah.
They are worse.
Yeah, you shut me down right there, but okay, yeah. I'm just saying, behavior-wise, their behaviors are different.
They believe in medication, believe me. They believe in medication.
Yeah, because they have mass murderers.
Exactly. They believe in medication.
Yeah.
And that's how we got involved with medication, because they're not going to deal with the behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely not.
Right.
And if they have to send them to a boarding school, interestingly enough, when I was young, I thought boarding school was for the elite. But boarding school is for the kids that are not manageable in the white system.
Right.
I did not know that. I thought it was for the elite, but no, it's for children that are not manageable.
Well, what is reform school?
I don't know about that. I don't think reform school. That was a whole different beast. That was a whole different beast.
Reform school was for
the boarding school is for children who are not.
The reform school was for young guys like me.
Okay.
That's what reform school was for young guys like me and all the guys I grew up with. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay.
That was a juvenile jail. You understand? Right. Anytime they send a kid away for 18 months, 13 months, and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? That's jail, because that's what it was, juvenile jail.
Okay.
That's how you was treated too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just thought I slipped that.
Yeah. Well, they got a different way of dealing with their children.
Yeah.
Because if Johnny is embarrassing you, you need to go away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, white folks ain't about to hide that embarrassing.
You're gonna go away.
Yeah.
Until you figure it out.
Right.
And those are the hardcore facts.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Ron say we need to teach our kids. Can't expect others to love our kids like is a race. Yeah. Well, see, that's why this topic is what it is, and that's why this channel is what it is, and that's why I come with the topics that I come with.
Right.
I come with the topics, man, that try to make us think and how we can come together and be a better people.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You dig what I'm saying? See, it's cause no one person can have all the answers.
No, no.
You see what I'm saying? No matter how much research I might do, I still ain't gonna have all the answers. That's why I need a team. That's why we have to be a team.
And we are going to be a team.
You understand what I'm saying? That's
Yes,
why we need this.
We're going to be a
real
team. Yes.
You see, it's going across the screen down there. You understand what I'm saying? It's going across the screen.
We need like minds.
Yeah, it's going across, across the screen. You dig what I'm saying? So for real, you know what I'm saying? Because perpetrating don't get us nothing. You can, people can, like these politicians, all they be doing is perking. They get on stage in front of that microphone and just perk, so they can stay in office, so you can vote them back in again, so they can get that easy paycheck. And they ain't got to do nothing. Tell you what they gonna do, but they don't do nothing. Yeah, don't do nothing. Once they get in, they in.
Right.
And they'll come back with the same lies again. And our people will fall for the banana in the tailpipe again. And don't get me wrong, I'm not against voting, but this is what I will say. We need to come together with our votes and let this candidate know we need this in writing. We got 100,000 votes for you right here. We need this in writing, that this is what you're going to do for us. But that's how the white folks do.
Right. Yeah. We got to have people who are willing to do legwork, because if we're signing petitions, that's legwork.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, even the petitions don't, even the petitions, that stuff don't even do nothing. How long we been signing the petition? Don't nothing change. I just told you how we're gonna have to change.
Petitions help things get on the board. So.
I know that. Yeah, so you can vote on it. No, I understand that.
Right.
But I'm just saying, it'll get on the board, but it don't change nothing. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
It won't change nothing. Only way you're gonna change something is voting in blocks. We have to vote in blocks, just like the big corporations do. Okay, listen. How much did the president get paid a year?
I know it's well over 1,000.
I tell you, he get anywhere now. I think it's like it's in between $400 and $3,000 to $400 and $5,000 a year.
Yeah, now, that's why I said well over 100,000.
Yeah, it's like 405. Okay, now I'm gonna give you $500 million for your campaign.
Okay.
But the job's on paper $400,000. So what do that tell you?
Right.
That should tell you something right there. That they're gonna steal, triple dipple back. Inside trading and all that there. That's why they're trying to get up into the White House.
Right.
That's why they're trying to be senators. That's where the inside trading go down at. Obama went into the White House as a thousandaire. He was only a thousandaire when he went into the White House. Came out a billionaire. And he ain't come a billionaire on no 400,000.
Most of them do.
Okay, all right. I just didn't agree that. Okay.
I mean, that is one thing. That's why we have to really stay within our community, within our circle, because government is going to do what they want to do. But we still can make a change within our circle.
All we have to do is hold our votes hostage. I'm telling you what we need to do. Hold our votes hostage. Okay, Mike said also we need to stop calling our children a kid. The definition of a kid is cattle. That's for sure. That's right. Yeah, is a young goat. No, you're right. That's the fact. That is the definition of it. That's right. That's definitely right.
Right.
Yeah, that's definitely right. Yes, that is the definition of it. Yes, it is. Like I was saying, the other day about knowing the etymology of words. We say stuff and think it mean one thing, and that don't be what it means.
Right.
You dig
what I'm saying? We know what kids mean. We know it's
no. I'm not just talking about just that word.
The animal is concerned.
Yeah, I'm just talking about overall.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
They'll tell you, well, that's what it means now. But if you go look up the etymology, you a lot of these words we saying, you cursing your mindset.
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm saying? If you believe in curses, I don't, but I'm just saying the words that we use. Actually, because I'm a big believer, what you put out to the universe is what you get back. So if you put in the wrong, okay then. So if you thinking you putting something positive out and it's really negative,
right.
and you wonder why you get negative back, there you go.
Well, there is such thing as a higher being knowing your heart. So no matter what you portray on the outside, he knows your heart.
Yeah.
And that energy will never, ever, never get you in the space that you want to be in the long run.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one thing we do have to think about. It's very important.
Mm-hmm.
Energy. Good energy.
Right.
Surround ourselves with good energy.
Yeah, that's right.
Like minds think alike.
Ain't no question.
And if you have a parent in school with a child who is running amok, and you have another parent that says, oh, there's something you can do about it because they don't like the child running amok, and they'll come together and figure out a way to change that behavior. But then there's circle.
But it affects the rest of the kids.
Right.
It affects the rest of them.
Right. So that's one thing we got to get involved.
Yeah. I was thinking of a word that was in one of my books today, and I can't remember. And I said I was going to remember. It was neuro. I don't even want to say it. I should have wrote it down. But anyway, what it was saying is you mirror what you're around. It's like you're saying about being around the right people.
Right. And children are great mimickers. That's why I said that yesterday. That kids are mimickers.
It's
no matter what you're saying and what you're doing.
I think it might be called neurorality. Yeah, neurorality, if I'm not mistaken. And you mirror what you've been around, what you be around.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It gets into your psyche, whether you trying to get it in there or not, because your subconscious mind picks it up. You know. And that's why media, commercials and everything, it works on the subconscious mind. It works on the subconscious. The subconscious mind is what kicks in when you get lost or you get hungry. You dig what I'm saying? That's when the subconscious mind, kicks in. Okay, because it's actually 3 parts of the brain. They want to tell you it's only 2, but it's actually 3 parts. But I'm not going to go into that. It is 3 parts to the brain. They will tell you you got 1 brain, but you actually have 3 brains. It's just in one case. It's 3 brains. See, they don't want us to know that. But if you do your research, you'll find it out for yourself. I took about a month I took out about a month one time just doing research on the brain. Just things I do. I just be wanting to know.
Well, it's a very interesting thing.
Yeah, I be wanting to know. You know what I'm saying? Why my brain works the way it works. Why I do some of the things that I do. And once you understand the brain, then you'll know why. Then you would learn. Then you would know how to reprogram. But it's like download. Like download something in your phone or in the computer. You can download stuff into your brain because that's what the computer is based off. Your brain.
Right.
Okay. So we can download new stuff into our brain. That's why I said, we as a people, we need to relearn and question everything that we have been taught. Question everything that you have been taught. You dig what I'm saying? And start relearning. That's what works.
Because the more we learn, in actuality, it should make us do something different.
And that's what it's about. See, but if you don't,
we should learn to do something different.
If you don't, you stay in the same rut that you in. See, you may not even know. See, you don't know you in the rut if everybody around you in the same rut. That goes down to the mirror. What's the name I just said? Mike said, yes, I remember reading something that we only use about 10% of our brain. Yes, yes,
Well, you
yes.
should know that the left-handed people use the bulk of their brain.
Well,
We do.
that's really not true,
They
but I
actually
was
did
going
a
to go
study on
into it.
left-handed people and their brain function.
Yeah, yeah.
We do use the bulk of our brain because and actually, me being left-handed, I live in the
That's why you're
right-handed
saying
world.
it. That's why
Yeah, well, I live in a right-handed world.
Go ahead, go ahead.
For people who are not left-handed, have no idea, how this is not geared up for us. So while we're functioning this way,
right, and it's going the other way. No, I agree with you there.
So now we got to do this too.
Right.
That's how we get to be able to use.
Right. No, I got you.
Yes, right.
But see, that's like when I used to cut hair. I used to cut hair with both hands just because of that.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because in my mind told me if I'm cutting on the right side, I need to be using my right hand. If I'm cutting on the left side, I need to be using my left hand.
That's an idea. I like that.
You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I did it that way, because I found that when I was cutting on the right side, the left side would be just a little off because of the angle. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay.
That's the same thing with, me, now that I'm in the gym and I have a personal trainer, I am constantly saying to him that though I am left-handed, my right side is far more dominant than my left side.
Because you had to make it that way.
And he always says to me, well, you correct it. You just do more on the left side than you do on the right side to get that balance. And the more that I try to do that, the more I start to realize I am getting that balance. But it's scary on the left side. It's still scary.
You just have to use it.
Right.
Yeah, you just have to use it. But that's why I cut hair with both hands.
Yeah, get that balance. That's what you need.
Yeah, I do it in front of the first take, put it up in the hair, catch you with the other hand. Even on the show. You dig what I'm saying? Throw it up in the air, catch it with my left hand, whap on the left side.
You're a multi-talented man.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was just, to me, it was just, I was performing.
Right. Yeah, that's why I said multi-talented.
Yeah. To me, when I did hair, in my mind, I was on the stage. I was performing. That's how I looked at it, because I was sharp when I did that woke suit, tuxedo, So I was performing.
Yeah, you lived up to your reputation, and that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I was performing. That's the way I looked at it.
Right. So that's a beautiful thing.
But this is the Feel the Proud of For Real TV. Coming to you live on YouTube. I want to give a shout out to everybody on the YouTube, everybody on the Facebook, and the Twitter. I shut the Instagram down already.
Okay.
So yeah, I figured this would be a good topic.
It is, yeah.
And I'm glad the young lady did come in and let me know that yes, they do still have the PTA.
Right. Yeah.
So because I don't know, because I don't know if I think in order to go up to these schools though, do you have to have a child at that school or what? I mean,
well, yeah, that was my question. Would they allow people to get involved with the students as mentors or just,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they would
be involved to see what's going on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they would. Yeah, because I'm knowing, it ain't no doubt that that's going to be, one of the things we're going to end up doing.
I want us to do that.
Yeah, no, we're gonna have to.
Yes, because for me, that is one thing that I would love to do.
Yeah,
go up and be in those classrooms and talk with those kids.
Yeah,
children.
Because if we're gonna reach them, we're gonna see. That's a place we can, and they got to sit there.
Right.
See, in the street, they moving around, and you trying to holler at them. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. But in school, they got to sit there.
Mm-hmm.
Tell the teacher, hey, teacher, lock the door. Lock them in. You did? I got it. Lock them in. I got it.
Boy, it's too bad you got to lock them in.
Yeah. Mike said, TC, do you remember the Fathers Club? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yeah. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I really do. Yep, I do remember the Fathers Club. We have, because you know, you went to Mike went to Captain Arthur Ross. I went to Hazeldale, which the schools were close to each other. But the end of the street he stayed on, Captain Arthur Ross was like right down the street from him. So we was on the other end, so we went to Hazeldale. But yeah, I do remember that.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember because I could remember my father was a black national then, so they used to come up to the school. You know what I'm saying? With they all black on, they big afros, they beard, black bro gangs on, they black leather jackets on. You dig what I'm saying? And the black nationals was always up there talking to. You dig what I'm saying? See, when I was a kid, on all my papers, like before I turned them in, I used to draw a black man face with an afro. Top of all my papers.
Okay.
I'm talking about I'm in kindergarten, first grade, second grade. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew when I got out of school, after I went home and did what I had to do, I could go up to the Black National Headquarters up there on Eddie Road in St. Clair right there.
Oh,
You had the Black National Headquarters right there, and you had they had the store right there on the corner, Mandingo. I think the name of it was Mandingo.
Okay.
You had the Black National Headquarters, and then you had the store right there, the black owned, because you know everything was black owned back then.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Mandingo. I'm pretty sure it was called Mandingo. If it wasn't called Mandingo, it was called another African, black man.
That sounds so familiar.
Yeah, it was on 100. That was on 100 and that was on 120. 118th and 19th. Let me see. That was 123. Eddie Road. Yeah, I think that was 118th, if I'm not mistaken, right on the corner there. The building's still standing there.
Okay.
Yeah, but the headquarters, the Black National Headquarters, is gone. It's not still there. You know, that's when the Black Nationals used to. Them black men, they were strong, man. That's why I wanted to be one.
Oh, I remember. I remember those days. So are they still active or what?
No, they got rid of the Black National. You got the new Black Panther Party right now, though. But
okay,
yeah, because see, the Black Nationals was just a branch off from the Black Panthers.
Okay.
That was the chapter here in Cleveland. It was just called the Black National.
Okay.
I mean, they used to block off the streets, man, and march down the middle of the street.
I know.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember when they went to war with police.
Yeah, right.
I'm on my way to school, man. They on top of buildings shooting at the police. You know what I'm saying?
I know, it was, yeah.
Yeah.
It was powerful.
Them brothers there they ain't take no mess.
It was powerful.
And wasn't no robbing and stealing, wasn't no raping, wasn't no snatching no purse. But if they caught you, you ain't have to worry about it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You won't see that person no more.
Right.
That was their law. You wouldn't see that. You won't see him no more.
Right.
Okay.
But you know what? Interestingly enough, listening to that now, it sounds very harsh, but it worked. And it saved that old lady from being robbed or that young lady being raped.
Yeah.
And that's something that we always have to worry about.
Yeah.
Being robbed, being raped,
yeah,
being disrespected. Yeah. We have to worry about that now. And this is a shame.
Okay. Mike said the fathers used to get together once a month to talk about the issues in the neighborhood. That's right. And the children went to the gym and played basketball. And the girls played jump rope and jumping jacks. That's right. That's right, Mike. So did. And it was shut down by the school system. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you know, all that was the start of something, Mike, to where we at now.
Mhm.
That was a revelation.
Right.
That was a revelation
Mhm.
to where we at now. That was the start of it. You dig what I'm saying? To break the family up.
Right.
That be the start.
Mhm.
You know, so we got to work on bringing them back together.
Most definitely, we have to. We have to.
Yeah, we're gonna have to work on bringing them back together. You know, so yeah, that's where we at. The Few the Proud of Real TV.
Right, because it's definitely the generations, our children's um, families and the grandkids. That's something that we as the seniors, and I love being a senior, we got to make sure our children are realizing you need to keep your families together and make sure you say to them, this is how it's done or how it needs to be done. Help them correct their situation.
Mm-hmm.
We have to help them correct their situation.
Yeah. And see, not only tell them, show them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Show them. See, because if you show them, that's just like when I was a kid, how I learned how to barbecue and everything.
Mm-hmm.
My father did cook. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
As time went on, I got a little bigger. He'll let me, okay, you pour the coals in there this time.
Mm-hmm.
And later on, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He'll show me just how you put the fluid on there. Maybe later on, maybe another year or so, he'll say, all right, put the fluid on that now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure you got your coals laying right. Because my father had a certain way he wanted the coals laid. And I still do it to this day.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I make hella fires.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And and it went from that to that, then the next step, then the next step, then it went on back to where, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing the cooking. He just sitting back drinking and talking mess now.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't got to do it no more.
That's teaching.
Yeah, he ain't got to do it no more.
Yeah, he took the time out to teach.
Yeah, he ain't got to do it no more. He ain't have to do it no more. He's sitting back drinking and kicking and talking mess with the rest of the family.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 10, 12 years old, I was already running the grill.
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
That's teaching.
Yeah.
We got to get back to that.
Yeah.
And we can't start teaching when our children are 16 and 17.
No, you got to do them young.
That's over with at that point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
As they say in Jamaica, you got to bend the tree.
Yeah.
If not, you may have to cut it down.
That's right. Yeah.
Bend it while it's young.
Yeah, because see, I had a grandfather there too. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
My grandfather had a yard gang. He'd call out yard gang, we about to go to work. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather had us cutting down trees and build a fence with the tree.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? I learned that from him. I had put one in my backyard, me and my grandson.
Yeah.
And my grandson said the same thing. Granddad, how we gonna build a fence with a tree? I said, just keep sowing.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Just keep sowing. You'll see. Yeah.
That turned out to be an economical skill.
There it is. That's why I'm so good in my yard now. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And then that actually come from my grandfather, not father.
Right.
My grandfather.
Right.
Got that from my grandfather.
Right.
He always had me busy.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? He had me busy. If he didn't get nobody, he would come in, he would make sure he got me. I'm out the street playing football. I'm looking at everybody else, Danny Antoine, them out there. You say, no, you. Like, man, I got to stop playing football with that. Yeah, come on back here.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, he was always cool with me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I ain't going through all that. He told me, he told me I was special. That's why you got this name, and a lot of things he used to tell me why he had me doing that.
Yes,
it's the reason why he had me doing it.
That's all part of the family tree.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he would tell me why he had me, especially me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even when I moved, Garfield would come over and come over there for the weekend.
Right, because you're the firstborn, right?
Yeah, grandson. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
That make a difference right there.
Yeah,
First point.
yeah,
'Cause that's how
yeah,
I was with my nephew.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So he would have me, yeah, he would put me to work. You know what I'm saying? He would put me to work, but he would tell me why he doing it.
Exactly.
It ain't like he just worked me and didn't tell me why he was doing it.
Exactly. Because we have to be able to explain
Right.
the reasons why this needs to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that helps out.
Yeah.
That helps out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. He definitely would relay it to me why he had me do it. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is.
One thing that I found very successful in the process of raising my nephew is the line of communication. I would always stress to him, I need to know the truth. No matter what the truth is, I want you always to be able to tell me what the truth is. And I would say to him, now, I may not like the truth, and I will explain to you why. And it always worked for him. It always worked for him. So there was never situations that he was never uncomfortable talking to me about, because I started from day one, this relationship. And through the process of communication was another way of holding him accountable. And my nephew could never say to me, I don't know why I did that. Because I would say to him, if you don't know, then you need a spanking. Because you do know why, and you're lying to me. So then he'd come with the truth. Right. There's no such thing as I don't know when you're raising a child.
Yes, sir. Ain't that?
I would tell him, now you're going to get spanking because you don't know why you're doing something and you're lying. You have a reason. You just don't want to share it. So that broke that up right away.
Right.
Just threatening him.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, accountability is a big thing for school. And we got to get our parents involved.
Yeah.
These parents have to get involved.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Choices to have children is a big deal.
Yeah.
And that's something else that I think that though there is that conversation, I don't think there's enough conversation about having children and not being ready for them and not making sure they understand the responsibilities. I mean, there's like a lot of things that and having children is a life changer for life.
I know my mother and father, they told me that they, they planned, when I was born, my old man was supposed to be born, we were trying to born.
Right.
It wasn't up there, oh man, you're pregnant. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, so.
But it's not like that now.
Yeah.
No planning. It just happens.
Yeah.
Accidentally.
It's what they call a slip up.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of times these young girls getting pregnant because they just don't believe it can happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's the age-old dilemma. It's been like that for life. It's not going to happen to me.
Right.
But you're doing everything that let it happen.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know I said a lot of things wouldn't happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There you go. Right. When you're a kid, you think you know. They
exactly.
Don't know nothing.
Nothing.
Don't know nothing.
Nothing.
So
trying to find your way.
Yeah, man.
Trying to find your way.
Man. Yeah. Hell of a thing. Mm-hmm. But this is the future proud of Real TV, right black got you, right black got you. Well, baby, I'm ready to shut this down. We've been on here about an hour and 15 minutes. And what's the day? Day Thursday. Okay.
Yeah.
We got tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a full screen and you can close on out.
Okay, well, I'd like to say thank you for all our new viewers. I did invite several people tonight to join in, and hopefully if they didn't say anything, at least they did take a look at this, because it's very important. We are looking for people who feel like we feel. We want to make that change in our community, within our race. It's very important, and not just here in Cleveland. We want to try to do the United States. I mean, that's what's happening. We want to take back the bulk of our country and get things in line for our futures and our children's futures. That's so important. So thank you very much. And for the ones that I did ask to take a look at the site, I hope you will send me a message and let me know what you think about it and what you think I need to be doing differently, because I'm so new at this. I'm totally green and I'm learning as I go. So help me out with this. I appreciate it.
And let them know about the sister night that we would like to put together.
Well, I can't hear you. What?
Sister night.
Oh yeah. We want to make sure, we want to just put
Where
the guys.
where you sisters can just have it.
Yeah, we want to put the guys on the back burner and let them listen for a change.
And here go Brenda right here, Miss Harris, Brenda Harris, awesome show. Keep up the good work.
I love you. Thank you.
But yeah, let them know about the sister night you want to put together.
So yeah, that'll be a nice thing to try to get us together, and just talk and let the guys hear us, because sometimes we don't tell them the butt naked truth, and I would love to do that. That's my thing. So yeah, we're gonna put that together, and I'm sure he'll let you know when it's all set up to do. Thank you for joining. Have a good night, everybody.
Okay, you have a good night, baby. Yeah, because I won't have no problem with letting you sisters have the floor. Y'all can come on the screen. I would jump off, and y'all can put it in, and us brothers will just sit back and listen and learn. You dig?
Finally.
Yeah, sit back and listen and learn. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem with that.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the Cutie Proud of For Real TV, right black at you, right black at you. And we're going to get ready to close out. Have a good evening, everyone.
Okay, good night.
Black Power. Okay, this is the Feud, the Proud of For Real TV, right black at you. If it's your first time coming to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button, tap that little bell so every time we upload something or go live, you will get a notification. They have been shadow banning me, so a lot of time my notifications just hasn't been going out. So if you would like to put your email in the private chat, if you put it in the private chat, I'm the only one to see it. If you can put your email in the private chat, then I can make sure I send it to your email. And if you would like to come on and do your own show or whatever, you see my email on the bottom of the screen. This is the Feud, the Proud of For Real TV, right black at you, right black at you. Excuse me. Thumb up the video, thumb up the video, thumb up the video. Peace of Black Power, and I'm out. Have a great evening, everyone.